Good afternoon. My name is Erika Diaz Cervantez, and I am a community and policy advocate with Central Coast Alliance United for a Sustainable Economy, or CAUSE, in the city of Santa Maria in Santa Barbara County. As a daughter of farmworker parents and as someone who is a farmworker herself, I have witnessed and experienced the harmful effects due to the lack of enforcement in agricultural fields. Workers are in danger every day when they are not trained, every day that a restroom is not available to them, and every summer when the sun burns above them and they thirst for cool, refreshing water to ease their burning throats, but are instead given warm water for their already heated body temperatures. These are the life-threatening situations that, unfortunately, my family and community continue to experience every day for every year of their lives. As an advocate, I have learned that agencies such as Cal OSHA exist with a mission to protect the health and safety of every worker. Unfortunately, I haven't seen much of this mission fulfilled. In the last panels, you heard about all the barriers workers face to filing complaints with state agencies and how they struggle just to find one person who can take proactive measures to protect them. When Cal OSHA appears at their worksite, employers threaten workers with job loss and coerce them to say whatever needs to be said so that there isn't a second glance in their direction. We understand the vacancy issue the agency has been experiencing, and we would like to say that we are encouraged by the recent commitment that Cal OSHA has demonstrated in partnering with community-based organizations through programs such as the COVID-19 Worker Outreach Program, or CWOP, and the proposed Rural Strategic Engagement Program that appeared in the governor's January budget. We believe that this could be built upon to invest in the community expert navigators that Yelisa Ambris proposed in panel 2. However, from Anastasia Wright's testimony and from my own experience, I know that farm workers' calls are currently going unanswered. Though we acknowledge the agency's efforts to work with community-based organizations, the agency continues to struggle filling enforcement positions, leading to unanswered complaints and resulting in distrust between the enforcement agency and workers. The agency itself has to change to be resourceful and protective of farm workers so that complaints are investigated in a timely and professional manner. With that being said, we would like to propose solutions that would help Cal OSHA staff the enforcement division with enforcement agents that are linguistically and culturally competent to serve farm workers and other low-wage workers. As of now, current minimum qualifications for inspection jobs are exclusive and unattainable. Instead of excluding these workers, the agency needs to create a viable pipeline of workers from high-risk industries into Cal OSHA's enforcement branch. One way to expand entry-level positions would be for the agency to replicate a model like the federal OSHA program called STEP, or the Safety Technician Enhancement Program. STEP is designed to offer specialized training and curriculum where workers can learn health and safety codes, how to do an inspection, write a report, and shadow an enforcement officer. By following this model, the agency can provide opportunities to worker leaders who could fill vacancies within the agency and will bring important diversity and experience to on-site calls. Moreover, farm workers and even advocates have shared how difficult it has been to communicate with Cal OSHA due to limited Spanish-speaking staff. In comparison, the Labor Commissioner's Office has multiple Spanish-speaking staff, which has made such a difference in being able to proactively work with them. Cal OSHA often relies on remote phone interpretation services with no expertise in workplace safety. Just as in the medical field, which requires specialized interpreter training, worker and health safety can be life or death, and workers deserve skilled interpreters that are knowledgeable and professional to ensure they can communicate the workplace hazards. We propose that the agency establish full-time interpreter positions in district offices serving high farm worker populations. While having bilingual inspection staff that speak the multiple languages that farm workers speak is the ideal, we know that the current unattainable qualifications for these positions would ensure. We know that these positions making finding qualified bilingual inspectors are extremely hard. Creating full-time Spanish interpretation positions would ensure that interpreters are knowledgeable and Cal OSHA information and inquiries via phone or during an inspection in the field would be truly accessible to Spanish-speaking workers and advocates. Lastly, we are well aware that the chief of Cal OSHA is no longer with the agency. As the governor seeks to fill the position, we implore him to appoint someone who has experience with enforcement and management and a proven track record of partnering successfully with CBOs and prioritizing language accessibility and justice. We understand that the state budget is tight, but Cal OSHA has had a significant vacancy rate for many years, and it is time to reallocate that money towards solutions that will begin to address the chronic understaffing by attracting culturally and linguistically competent staff. These hazardous working conditions are an emergency and should be treated as such. If we value agriculture and ensuring that families are fed, couldn't we at least protect the families that feed us?
Thank you. Any questions for this panel by our committee members?
I'll start, and I should have started today by appreciating the chair for having the opportunity to sit on the dais today to be able to ask questions.